Hiya fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fish Room. Today we're going to talk about how to tell the difference between a boy guppy and a girl guppy. Grab yourself a healthy snack and beverage, stand by. Hiya fishy folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and of course hitting that notification bell. Here on Michael's Fish Room, we do some educational videos, how-to videos, DIY videos. I talk about breeding for profit, mostly plecos and guppies, which I do. I do unboxings. I have some outdoor guppy ponds. Plus, I'm really handsome and pretty funny, so consider subscribing. All right, so how to tell the difference between a boy and a girl guppy. And this is a question I see every day, sometimes multiple times a day on Facebook. And to me, it's really easy. Boy guppies, when they're lost, they never ask for directions. And girl guppies, when you ask them how they are, they're always fine. No, just kidding. Sort of. Anyway, so how to tell a difference. First of all, boy guppies are going to be typically much more colorful, have better finnage, and just overall look more pretty, if you will. Girl guppies are typically bland. They might have some color in their tail, possibly in some of their fins, but typically they're going to be silver or gold bodied, and that's pretty much it. Now some strains obviously are going to be different, but for the most part, girls are very bland, boys are very sexy. Can I say? The other way you can tell, obviously, is their reproductive organs. So you can see here in this picture, boys have a gonopodium, which kind of looks like a hoo-ha, if you know what I'm saying. And girls have a triangle-shaped anal fin, which also kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying. And so the reason, or the way that you have to tell is you have to get them to see that fin. There are some female guppies that kind of are colorful, and if you don't see that fin, you might not be able to tell. Same thing with males. There are some plain males, and if you don't see their who's it's, then, you know, you're not going to know. So let's take a look at some real-world examples. Refill your snack and beverage. Stand by. All right, fishy folks, we're here with one of the newer strains in my fish room. By the way, if you use promo code HAPPY245 exclamation point, no spaces, at my website, michaelsfishroom.com, 10% off until July 5th. So check out that July 4th sale. Anyway, these albino cobra red tails, they're new to the fish room. They are actually still in quarantine, but you can see how healthy and sexy they look. And these females do happen to have some color in their tail and in their dorsal fin. But the males are way more colorful. You can see they have that cobra pattern going through them. Their tail and dorsal fin is much more colorful, solid color. And that's just a pretty good example of the difference between a boy and a girl guppy. Now guys, here are the green lace guppies that are homebred in my fish room. And this is another great example of how plain the females can be. See, they're pretty much silver-bodied, very, very little color in their tail for the most part, whereas the boys, much more colorful, iridescent body. They have a much more pattern in their body and tail than the females. Another great example of the plain female and super sexy male. Now, fishy folks, these are the red dragons, and these females, some of them look spectacular. Their tails have a lot of color and pattern in them. Even some of their bodies have some color sometimes. I mean, the males are just, they're one of my favorite males of all time for guppies. But they just look great. Even the females, like I said, look great. I think Corey from Aquarium Co Op calls these the best guppies in the world, red dragon guppies. Available at michaelsfishroom.com, by the way. Finally, folks, here's my last example. These are the real red-eyed albino guppies. And you can see the males are just spectacular, especially compared to the females. Females have a little bit of color in their tail and dorsal, but really not much. The males, full color in their body, pretty much. Their finnage looks spectacular. These are just some of the examples of male and female guppies. All right, the last strain I want to talk about are these Japanese blue double swordtails. The males, again, spectacular. The females, no color at all. Not even in the tail. And that's just pretty much how male and female guppies work. So pretty easy to tell by colors. I showed you how to tell by their reproductive organs. So if you have any questions about it, let me know down in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a great July 4th. Whether you're here or anywhere else, I hope your July 4th is great.